All right. So a couple of things they have scatter plot plus point slope and then recursive. Recursive is like the stuff from over there, right? All right. So it says write the equation for the lines described, then state which forms that you would use. Oh, okay. So first problem we have 0, 2, and we have negative 3, 12. Okay, is this a special? Is one of those points special? And if so, what makes it special? Yeah. Yeah, that's 0 right here. This 0 right there means that this has to be b, lowercase b. Okay? So far I know that I have b equals 2. So once you get to that point, you could probably find the I don't know, what do you guys think? Slope intercept, y equals mx plus b, or would it be better to use this? Which one of those makes sense if I already know b? The first one, yeah. So I think this would be a good idea to use this one here because I know that b value because of that. Agree? All right, so that means I have to somehow figure out the slope. So my slope equation is going to be this. So label this x1, y1, x2, y2, and then plug them on in. So I get 12 minus 2, negative 3 minus 0. So that's like 10 over negative 3. So this is my slope. So now that I know my b value and I know that, I can plug them both into there. And it's done. Okay? We good? Page 47 in the red book. Or it might have been that pack. Did I give you the 3 pages yesterday? Yeah. Not the notes, the other one. Yeah. Because you had the name. I just moved up top. You don't have that one? Hey. All right. So next problem. It says a new app that I just downloaded. I want to cut back on my calorie intake so I can lose weight. I currently weigh 180 pounds. I plan to lose 2 pounds a week until I reach my target goal. Okay, so if we go through this problem, it says, this is problem number 2 on that page 47. So you started at 180 pounds, right? And then I want to lose 2 pounds per week. Okay? All right. So think about this. If this was graphed, you'd have 180 right up here. And then you kind of do this. You go down 2, so down 2, right 1. So down 2, right 1. Okay? So if I know that, if you know that, what does it appear that 180 would be referring to as far as any of our equations? Would it be part of y equals mx plus b? Would it be part of this? Yeah. So this 180, I think, would be our b value, and then this would be our slope. So I definitely use that top equation. So I get y equals, and if I'm losing 2 pounds, I'd say it's got to be subtract. So minus 2x plus 180. And that, I think that equation would be just fine to use. So it's just a matter of deciphering, should I use Should I use the one that has the slope and the y-intercept in it, or do I have a point and the slope is the only thing I know? So those are a few things. And then it says a vertical line passing through, vertical line straight up and down, yes? So this vertical line goes, is that 7, -4? Thank you. All right, so let's think about this. XY axis, agree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, vertical line goes straight up and down. It goes right through that point. There's a vertical line right there. Does anybody know? Does anybody know what the equation of a vertical line would be? I talked about it like before break, which was like 12 days ago. Undefined slope, yes. Yeah. So because it's vertical, the slope is undefined. So the equation is going to be x equals, what is the only x value that I have up there as far as my point goes? Good. That's my equation of the vertical line. Cool? Let's see, a couple of you got earbuds in, so you might want to make sure you get those out. Clogging your earwax canals. Okay, can I switch the page? Yes. Okay, so now I'm on page 48. Hey, are you guys taking the notes on these pages? Is everyone taking the notes? Or is there somebody sitting next to you going, I don't know what we're doing? Anyone lost? You're writing this down, yes? Sean, don't you have papers from yesterday? I gave them to you. Huh? Got them. Get them. Get them. All right. Number 4 says, Felicia. Oh, we love Felicia. Such a nice person. Felicia has been inspired to do more exercise and walk more each day. She has decided to walk 10 meters more every day. On day 20, she walked 800 meters. Yeah.
I got a question about the class.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's like a vertical line, is it always what x?
Yeah, vertical line will always be x equals. If it's horizontal, it's always y equals a number. X equals a number. Yeah, and then this, because this is an x value here.
Yeah.
So if it said, hey, at the point 7, 255,000,
yeah,
and I want a vertical line, it's going to be x equals. It's always, because this is x and y, right? So if it's x equals, the only x value I have. If we want a horizontal line like this, it'd be y equals -4.
Oh, I get it now.
Cool? All right. So let's take a look at this next problem, see how we can take care of it. Let's see what we can decipher on this. Everyone find this on the page? All right. So this person wants to do 10 meters per day. So this is number 4, right? And then it says on day 20, she did 800 meters. Now we're just trying to figure out what equation to go through. All right, so I think this is definitely a slope. That makes sense? What does this look like to you? Does it look like a y-intercept, first of all? Is this the y-intercept? Why is it not a y-intercept? Anybody? Yeah. You don't have a 0 right there in the x. Man, perfect. Got you, Sean. All right, so I don't have the y-intercept, but I have this. So which equation might you think we might use? Which one of those two equations? The second one. I want to use the second one, and this is y. Okay? I'm going to use that second one, and this is y. I'm going to call this x1. I'm going to call this y1. You still with me? This is our slope. So we have the slope. So I'm going to go y equals 10, x. Okay, notice there's a minus sign there. That's a positive 20, so it's going to be minus 20. There's a positive sign there. That's a positive 800. That's our equation we should use. It's called point slope. Okay? Feel okay about that? Question back there.
How do you know which equation to use?
Okay, so the reason I went with the second one is I knew m. Well, m's in both of them, so that didn't really help us, right? But then I knew that this is just a point. If this was 0, 800, that'd mean this would have to be the y-intercept, but it's not. It's 20, 800.
So if it's not the y-intercept, then it's the second equation.
Yeah, if you don't know the y-intercept, like if they say, hey, b is equal to this, or they say you have a point that is 0, some number, because the zero's in that number spot, that means that's automatically the y-intercept, meaning b. But in this case, I had two because it says on day 20 she walked 800 meters, so 20, 800. That's where I got that point from. Okay, so because this was a point and not a point where this x value is 0, that's why I went to this one, because it's asking for an x1 and a y1. That's why I labeled x1. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. The table shows the number of rectangles created every time there is a fold made through the center of the paper. Okay, wait a minute. This looks like the stuff we had worked on. Hang on. Let me take a look at this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 2, 4, 8, 16. Ooh. All right. So that's times 2, right? Do you agree with that times 2? So, my friends, this means it's geometric. And if it's geometric, that means it's exponential. Which I think we could go do. So, let's see. I wonder, can we find the 0 term? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I went backwards this way, I'd divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay? So then I think we could do the equation like this. F of x, or n, or whatever, equals our first term, 1, times our ratio, 2, and I could raise it to the n. I don't have to make that an n minus 1 because I was able to find the 0 term. So that kind of took us back. That was like so before break. But I'll just tag along with that. So that's your equation. Hey, friends, I just need you to know, this is not a line. If I graph this, this does not make a line. Okay? It has like a curve motion going upward. All right. Are we good? We happy? Number 6. Take a look at number 6. There's 2 points that are given to you. Are either of those points the y-intercept? No. How do we know? No 0 in which spot? The x spot. So neither of them have that. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I'm not sure which one we should use. But this is all I have given, and I know I don't have the y-intercept. Agree? So I'm going to put over here to the side b. I'm going to put question marks. I don't know what b is. Okay? So that means which equation we're going to use. Well, I think the first thing we have to do in this situation is we have to go and find the slope. So this is our slope equation. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. Feel comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Let's find the slope. So I'm going to get negative 2 minus 5, negative 5 minus 3. So let's do this math. If I combine those together, I get negative 7. Negative gives me a positive. So negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. Negative over negative is positive. Okay, I now know the slope. Okay, so I don't know the b values, so that's going to eliminate this equation. We're not going to use that equation. Agree? I don't know the b value. So let's try the other equation. Can we make this one work? Oops. x1 plus y1. Kind of ran out of room. So I think I can make this second equation work here. This second equation work here. Kind of ran out of room, but we made it work. And the reason I can do that is if I can plug that in and do that, here's what my answer is going to be. It's going to be y equals, we said the slope was 7 over 2, x minus x1. Ooh, I get minus 3. and then plus 5. And that minus 3, if we clean it up a little bit, it's going to look like this. Okay. So, there's a reason why I have this in yellow. There's a reason I have this in yellow. Because somebody might have had this be an x1, y1. Agree? Now, what did I say yesterday could happen in these types of problems? How many answers could I get? Because let's say somebody chose to make that. Well, let's take a look at the answer. So we get y equals, same slope. And let's call this x1 and this y1. So I get x minus 5 plus negative 2. Clean it up a little bit because we don't like minus minus. Hey, I have a question. I haven't really talked about this. What if I have plus negative like that? What is the true sign going to be? If I have plus minus in a row like that, what's the true sign going to be? Negative is always the winner. All right. So, my friends, here's kind of the debacle. Okay? This is where sometimes when you're in school, you're like, how can I get 2 answers? Well, the problem is this answer here and this answer here, if I like distributed 7 over 2 over the parentheses and then combined 21 over 2 with 5, and I combined 35 over 2 and subtracted 2, I actually get the exact same answer. So there's 2 different answers that work here. It's just a matter of which point did you label x1, y1? And I know there's teachers out there like, one on the left, always x1, y1. No, there's nothing mathematically that says that. That was because you had a lazy teacher who didn't realize they could have 2 different looking answers, and it's fine. Friends, are we okay up through number 6?
Yes.
Everyone good? Okay. All right. 7, 8, 9. Ooh, hey, Bob. You want to know what's special about Bob? Bob spells his name backwards. Sorry, bad jokes all day long. It says Bob works at an Infiniti car dealership. He gets paid $1,750 a month for a base salary plus $3,250 on every Infiniti auto sold. Okay, so do you understand the context? If Bob sells no cars, he gets $1,750 a month just to stand there. Does that make sense? But then Bob's going to make, if Bob sells some cars, for every car he sells, he makes an additional $3,250. Ooh. Yeah, it could. I mean, if well, you know, if he's I'm happy for the guy. All right, so let's try and break this down. So no cars sold gets that $1,750. He gets additional money for each car sold. All right, so let's see if we can kind of figure this out for a second. Okay. Follow my logic. Follow my logic. Ready? 0 cars sold. How much does he get? $1,750. Get it? 0 cars sold. He gets $1,750. Yes? Hang on. 0, comma $1,750. What the hell does 0, comma $1,750 mean? Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. 0 cars sold, $1,750. Friends, what does that look like right there? It looks like the y-intercept. And the reason we know that's the y-intercept is I have a 0 in the x spot. Okay. Good job, Sean. Look at this. This is our b value. Agree? All right. Hang on. So is everyone okay that we're calling that b? You understand why? I sell no cars, $1,750. I want like 30 of these kind of jobs where I say, hey, I work here, 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 and I just get $1,750 just saying I work there, right? That'd be a good job. All right, so this is how we're getting that diet. Now let's move away from this. Let's think about this in a context. This guy Bob, for every car he sells, he's going to get $3,250 extra dollars. $3,250 for every additional car sold. Now, $3,250, I can't make it as a point. What do you think? $3,250. So if Bob sells one extra car, he gets an extra $3,250. If he sells 2 cars, he gets $3,250 times 2. If he sells 3 cars, he gets $3,250 times 3. I can't really make this a point, though. I mean, I guess you could sit there and try and argue saying he sells 1 car, he gets $3,250, but he gets this. He gets this no matter what. He gets this extra on top of it. So what do you think it is? Yeah. What? Okay, it happens. Hey, it happens. All right. Well, I don't think it's a point. So if it's not a point, what was the other thing we've been talking about so far? Equation, but what goes into an equation? Slope. I think this, my friends, I think this is our slope. So, which equation do you want me to use? This one or this one? I like your answer. Would you be willing to tell me why you would like to use the first one?
Because it's for slope and not for y.
It's for slope and also, you just said it.
We already found y.
Yeah, we know what y is because of this. We know what b is. We found b, good. Found slope, this is slope there. Like b doesn't really fit in here. Like b is someplace in this equation, but I don't see the actual physical letter b in the second equation. So I think if I use that first equation, I think it's good. Does anyone want to take a shot at what our equation is? Y equals? What do you think? What's slope? 3,250. What's y-intercept? Or b? 1750. There's our equation. So this is the plan that Bob's on. This is how Bob makes money. Is that really how salesmen make money? I don't know. They gotta make money. Could you imagine if you sold like 10 cars in a month? 10 cars, that's $32,500 extra getting as well as your $1,750. Davy's getting that new pair of shoes. All right. Hey friends, can I move away from number 7? You feel comfortable with that? Let's go to number 8. Number 8, we do have a graph. I got to take a look at the graph. What do you see on that? Do you see that? Did you say what? You see the y-intercept? Okay, I don't have all the details from the graph written down, but I think I have the important stuff. So item 1, do you see a y-intercept on that graph? Yeah. This, I believe, if we did this right, would be 0, -3. And being that there's a 0 in the x spot, that means that -3 has to be b. Feel okay? Hey, which equation are we going to use? We know b. Y equals mx plus b, right? Now we have to just see if we can figure out the slope. So I kind of looked at this, and I think I got those points right. But let's count. I have a point here that I was able to figure out there, and I have a point here. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, going up 2. If I go up 2 and right 1, if I go up 2, right 1, what does my slope have to be? 2 over 1. Is 2 over 1 the same thing as 2?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I know the slope. That's going to go there. I know the y-intercept is going to go there. Y equals 2x minus 3. There's our equation. Yeehaw.
Wait, so the wasn't like just the normal number, but we keep the plus sign.
Yeah. Because plus negative automatically goes negative. Okay? I like that question. I like that question. All right. Hey, friends, number 9 up here. Number 9. There's something special anyone sees about number 9. What's special about number 9, my friends? I have a fraction, okay. What else is special about number 9? What? 0 where? In the x spot. So what does my slope say? Negative 2 over 9. All right. So it was pointed out that this has to be my b value. Why is that? I love this, and I know I keep trying to hammer it in, but I just want to make sure you feel comfortable with it. A 0 where? In the x spot. In the x spot. Cool. All right, so I have m and b. Which equation am I going to use? Yes, sir. Y equals mx plus b. Very good. So y equals negative 2 over 9x plus 6. Here's my equation. Oh, my goodness, I'm feeling good about myself. I hope you're feeling good about yourselves, too. All right. All right. Hey, what do we... Is number 10 a gimme, or is it a hard one? What do you think? Number 10 an easy one or not? Yeah, go to the... That's easy. It's easy. I mean, they gave you m equals, is that, what is it? 1 over what? 1 over 5. B equals 5. Which equation am I going to use? Y equals mx plus b all day long. So y equals 1 over 5x plus 5. 48, right? Is that right? 48? 49. All right. So that one's done, yes? Man, if I gave you like 10 of those kind of problems on a test, you guys would be like, man, I'm done in 15 seconds. Best test ever, Stirrup. Talk to me. Sure. All right. First thing I want to ask you, is there anything special about either of those points? Yeah, the 3 is the y-intercept. Very good. And you know that because you have a 0 in the x. So that has to be my b value. Okay. Woo. If we can do this. So I think we're going to have to use, we have to use y equals mx plus b on this one. So far I know this. All right. I think we're okay with this because we know the b value and the other equation doesn't have b in it. So how do I find m? Sir, like, I wish there was like an equation or something. Does anyone remember what the slope equation is? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Label it x1, y1, x2, y2. So I get negative 5 minus 3, negative 2 minus 0. Negative 5 minus 3 is negative 8 over negative 2. Negative over negative is? Positive. 8 over 2 is? 4. Good. Hey, look, that's going to go right there. Y equals 4x plus 3. I love it. I love it. Harold? Who in the heck names their kid Harold? There's no Harold in here, is there? Sorry. If you have a Harold in here, I'm in trouble. Someone watch our video and knows I'm making fun of Harold. Harold rides his bike to school. Oh, that's so good of Harold. 10 minutes after he left, he was 11 miles from the school. 20 minutes after he left, he was 9 miles from the school. I don't go with his asking. Hang on. Let's see if there's something we can do with this. You guys know what's problem I'm on, right? All right. Harold rides his bike to school. This is number 12. 10 minutes after he leaves, he is 11 miles from school. 20 minutes after he left, he's 9 miles from school. Okay, are either one of those the y-intercept? Nope. All right, so the go-to on this is I'm going to say x1, y1, x2, y2. Let's find the slope. So I'm going to get 9 minus 11, 20 minus 10. So that's negative 2 over 10. I think that reduces to negative 1 over 5. There's our slope. Is that okay? All right, friends, we don't have the b value. So that means I got to use this equation. And what's special about this equation, friends? Yeah, well, it is sometimes confusing, but I can have two different answers, agree? So we have the blue answer here, we have the green answer here. Okay? All right, so I get y equals, we found the slope to be negative 1 over 5, and then I get x minus x1, so x minus 10 plus 11. Or, if I chose the other point, I could go y equals negative 1 over 5, x minus 20 plus 9. Okay, again, friends, both answers are 100% correct. There's not one that's more correct than the other. Sorry, you might have had a teacher earlier in life that was bad. You should see me in stats. Senior year, friends. Deal? You have me for stats senior year? Deal? You'll love the class. Yeah.
I was that.
You?
Yeah.
Of course. All right. Almost done. 13. I have a slope. And I have a point. Is that point the y-intercept? Is that point that's given on number 13 the y-intercept? It is not. Why? How do we know for sure it's not the y-intercept? I don't have a 0 value at the x. Good. I like it. All right. So I have the slope. B, I don't know. So I need to use the other equation. The one that you say is confusing. Actually, let me not write it that way. I'll write it this way. Agree? X1, Y1. Plug it in. Slope, negative 1/2. X minus 2 plus 5. There's our equation. Yippee! Yeah. Just kidding. 14. I have 1 comma negative 4, 6 comma 6. Do I know the y-intercept? No. What should we do first on this problem? Find the M. Find M. Good. So number 14. I got 1, negative 4, 6 comma 6. There's no y-intercept in there because I don't have a 0 in the x spot. Wait, did I do it wrong? Is this negative? Is it?
I'm tripping. I thought you was on 13.
Oh, I had 13 was. Did I skip 13? Oh, shoot.
I don't know.
There's 13 right there. It is 100% like me to skip problems. So call me out anytime, please. Does anyone need more time on that, or are we good? Sean, you're good? Okay. All right. So I don't have B. B is big question mark. So that means I need to go find the slope first. You want me to do it for you? I bet you could have done it. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Slope is 6 minus 4. 6 minus 1. Minus 4 is what? Plus 10 over 5. What's 10 over 5? 2. Got my slope. Special thing about this type of problem, you can have this problem or if you had this problem. Excuse me, hiccups. All right. So I got y. So I'm going to use this equation. All right. So y equals 2x minus 1 minus 4. Or I have y equals 2x minus 6 plus 6. Again, my friends, both these answers, though they look different, are the correct answer. It's pretty fun. So this is why. Because we're leaving it in the equation that's called point slope form. But watch this. Ready? This is an easy one to show you. Ready? 2 times x is 2x, right? 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. You follow me? Negative 2 minus 4, negative 6. So keep that negative 6 in mind. We good? Negative 6, right? If I do the same thing here, 2 times x, 2x, cool. 2 times negative 6 is negative 12. Negative 12 plus 6, negative 6. Here. Ready? Y equals 2x minus 2 minus 4. So that gives me y equals 2x minus 6. If I do the same thing here, combine those like terms. Those are the same. So then all I did is I went from point slope to slope intercept. All right. That's it? That's it right there? That's it? Hey, number 15 is done the same thing as number 14. Agree? All right. So my friends, listen up. I have a review that I was going to give you. I think this would be helpful. Now, so tomorrow is Wednesday. Agree? Advisory. So tomorrow, my friends, I asked you to have something kind of obscure. I need you to have your cell phones tomorrow. Cell phones, you speak of what? Because friends, we're going to bust out a Kahoot tomorrow. We have a Kahoot tomorrow, which is going to be a nice review. On Thursday, I won't be here. I have a session I have to go to. But then there'll be a review packet. And then on Friday, we have a quiz. Did y'all hear that? Friday quiz. Hey, what do I need you to have tomorrow? Have this done. We're going to go over it. And then you're going to have your phones because we're